What's up, everybody? Titanic Toby T back again. This is my second vlog today, but while I was doing my first vlog about nothing, talking shit about people that post about nothing, this popped in my mind, and I kind of want to put it out there. And I don't share my politics. In the kind of work I do, I don't share my politics. I don't want, it's just not something for the workplace. But what I do want to talk about is this dumb shit in Virginia. If you haven't, man, why would you work for I know you need to make a car payment, but I ain't putting no damn Domino on top of my Challenger, excuse me. Ain't no damn way. Anyway, let's talk about this thing in Virginia. If you haven't heard about this, the alt-right, or whatever you want to call them, white supremacist, David Duke, had a rally. And during that rally, there was people there peacefully protesting against their views. Number one, this is the way I feel about it, about protesting and rallies. Everybody, this is America. And unfortunately, there are some jackass people in America. There are some racists, bigots, people that only believe that if you ain't white, you ain't right. And that is just nuts. But, you know, they do have a right to free speech. They do have a right to peacefully demonstrate, because that's in, you know, that's what we believe in. It's the Constitution. That's our rights, you know. Nobody wants to mess that away. If you take it away from these idiots, then you got to take it away from the people that actually march and protest and rally about stuff that is meaningful. So you can't take away their right and then still expect to have yours, depending on which side you're on, you know. Now, if you want to take away all the rights and say, okay, nobody has the right to protest anymore, it's getting too out of hand. You can't have a protest or a rally without some sort of violence. So, you know what, federally, we're going to say no rallies. Then that's fine. Go ahead and do it. Number one, that's never going to fly with American citizens. It's just not. Which is good, because we need to stand up. We need to stand up against shit like that. But I'm saying you can't have it both ways. So don't get on here and comment and say, well, the white supremacists shouldn't be allowed to rally. Well, yeah, they should. They should be allowed to rally. It's just that we all should get out there and let them know how dumb they are peacefully. The problem is these dumbass white supremacists. Now I wasn't there, but from what I hear from the news reports, the peaceful people got out there to protest against them, and they didn't like that. So shit turned violent. And when it turned violent, all hell broke loose. You got some dumbass running through a crowd, hurting 19 people, killing one. For what? For what? Because you believe your race is superior than any other race? That's ludicrous in my eyes. And I'm not talking about how low you can go ludicrous. I'm talking about ludicrous. Not even Mike Tyson ludicrous. I'm talking about ludicrous for real. How can you say, without a mixture of people in our country, in our world, do you realize how dumb we would be? How dumb we would look? Everybody would look the same. Everybody would look the same. There would be no variety. There would be no different cultures. There would be no different perspectives. We would be freaking robots. So to say that your race is better than any other race is just, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't want it to be explained to me, because there's no explanation for it. there's nothing that you could say to make me change my mind. I went to a public school in Indianapolis public schools. I had black friends, I had white friends, I had gay friends, I had straight friends. I had it all. And it's like, I wasn't raised to hate anybody. So I guess last night, for instance, I took my son to a birthday party. And the birthday party we went to was a mixed kid. And there were black folks there, there were white folks there, but we all got along. We were there to have fun with the kids, support the kids, support this little kid's birthday party. And the kids all played. They bowled, they played. Not one of them worried about, oh, this kid's a different color than me. Hate is taught. Hate isn't learned. Or excuse me, hate isn't an automatic thing when you're born. Hate is taught in the environment that you're in. You know, if you're born into a racist family, there's a good chance that you're going to be racist, because that's all you know. That's what you're taught. But when you get a little older, you got to get yourself out of that, man. I mean, you got to realize that anywhere you go in this world, you're going to see different races, different cultures, especially in America, man. People flock to America. People flock to America because it's a land of opportunity. If you're struggling and living in a ditch, and you know you're not living the American dream, living by your means, then something's got to change. You have opportunity here, no matter what your color is. Now, do some people get better opportunities than others? Yes they do. Unfortunately, racism still exists. Racism still exists. Now, this is coming from a white dude. I know racism exists. But it's up to everybody to help change that. It's up to everybody. And I just want everybody to have the same opportunities, to realize that this is America. We all stand for one thing, or we should all stand for one thing, and that's the flag. America. If you don't like America, get the fuck out. Seriously. If you don't like America and what our country is and what it stands for, get out. If you don't like our president, which you don't have to agree with you don't have to respect the president. You got to respect the office. He has a job to do, and good Lord, let's all pray and hope that he does it to where we don't get in some damn nuclear war with somebody. The news was upset that he come out and he condemned the stuff in Virginia, but he didn't call these people by white nationalists, which he should have. Because he done it with the radical Muslims. You can't have it both ways. You gotta do it both. He should have said white supremacists. I condemn the white supremacists. I condemn this violence. Yes, he should have said that. He didn't. But you know what? The president also has a lot of stuff to worry about right now. Like, one of the things he's got to worry about is a damn nuclear war with North Korea. I mean, I got news for you. That's more important right now than him saying white nationalist. It's not more important than him coming out and condemning this violence. I get that. But the words that he used, that doesn't matter. It is what it is. he's going to have to come out and say something. You know, and white nationalists, there's no place in this country for people like that believe that nobody else should have opportunity, that any other race besides a white race should, be killed, or some sort of injury or harm should happen to those people. That's stupid. There's no way anybody should believe that shit. Absolutely no way. It's just, us as Americans, we as Americans need to come together and put a stop to it, man. Politicians aren't going to do it. It makes good news. It makes good news. That stuff that happened, that bullshit that happened last night, makes great news. CNN's been all over it. CNN has been all over it, hyping it up, which it deserves to be covered. But there's ways you got to cover this to keep from race riots from happening. Nobody wants race riots to happen. Nobody wants civil unrest in our country. And if you do, get out. We don't need to be fighting each other. We need to be fighting the enemy, and we are not the enemy. When I say we, I mean all Americans. Whether you're Chinese American, African American, it doesn't matter. Asian, same thing as Chinese, covers everybody. It doesn't matter what race you are. Right now you're in America, and if you're an American citizen, you need to stand for America, not for white America. And that's just my opinion on the deal. Take it how you want. Like I said, I'm not going to get into arguments about race and politics and all that other bullshit. Prayers for the victim. Here's the thing. I don't know if it was an innocent victim. When I say innocent, I don't know if it was a white supremacist that was killed. If it was, it still sucks that somebody had to lose their life. If it was somebody just peacefully protesting and not wanting to fight and cause civil unrest, then, hey man, that sucks. You come there to be a part of something to maybe enact some change, and then you end up losing your life. Man, that's tough. That is tough to swallow. But, prayers to that person's family, everybody that was injured. For those of you that were out there actually doing some good, peacefully protesting, I hope you continue to do so. Peacefully, because that's what we need until, there's going to be a point, and I'll say this, there is going to be a point where, it's no longer going to be peaceful protest. Because the bad people don't want it to be peaceful. And you're not going to have the peaceful people out there getting trampled. You're not going to have the peaceful people out there getting killed for no reason because of the idiots. And they're going to start making sure that they protect themselves and they can peacefully rally. And if that means having a couple rallies that aren't so peaceful because the bad people don't want it to be, then that's what it's going to come to. God forbid, but I guarantee that's what's going to happen. Unfortunately, you can't keep pushing people. So, just closing remarks. Love one another. Treat one another with respect. It's the old golden rule that we learned in school. Treat people how you want to be treated. If you treat people with respect, they should respect you back. If they don't, then hey, move on. Those people, just aren't something that you want to be involved with. And there comes a point where if they treat you in such a bad way that they try and harm you, you have a right in this country, this great country of ours, to stand up for yourself. And that's what you have to do. So educate yourself on the First Amendment. Educate yourself on the Second Amendment. Educate yourself on everything that you can to make sure that you're in the know when you need to be in the know. You know, the best weapon a person can have is intelligence, education, knowledge. That's the best weapon. If you have that, you can get pretty far in life. But hey, listen, if you like this video, or even if you didn't like this video, like and subscribe. Tell your friends about my channel. I hope to be doing a lot more here in the next few weeks and months. You know, before Indiana weather takes over. But yeah, it's good. I'm glad if 2 people listen to this and have some sort of opinion or think about life and about how precious it is and how we really shouldn't be hating one another, because life's too short for that dumb shit. If just 2 people, if I can reach 2 people, then I think everything I talked about today, I'm cool with. I'm happy with, because I did what I needed to do. So anyway, don't forget, like, subscribe, reach out with a comment. You know, if it's a racist comment, number 1, you're going to be deleted after I cuss you out. But if you have a constructive comment about the topic, please feel free to leave it. Let's have an educated discussion. All right, peace out.